right? 15 of you, 5 professors, and 15 students. How was day one?
It was great. I learned a lot. It was everything was kind of new for us. It was a great experience for day one, and I'm very excited for day two as well.
And what kind of workshops did you experience yesterday? Which ones did you choose?
I went to what to do, the first one. So what do you have to put in your backpack so you can make some career steps. I went to something about organizational empowerment. I'm always very interested in stuff like how do you have to take care of your employees, what is about leadership and stuff, so it's very, very interesting.
So you would come back next year?
Yes, maybe, or I'm working, making my own career, but otherwise I will be here as well next year.
And bring 30 maybe?
Yeah, 40, 50.
It is going to be in Florida next year, right, Bruce?
Oh. We have to take our swimming pants.
I like that. Well, thank you so much. And my love to the Dutch delegation. Oh, you want to say something? Oh,
I have to say one more thing. This is on tape, right?
It is on tape.
Okay, so I would like to say hi to my mom in the Netherlands.
Another was Oprah Winfrey, who's obviously, a singer on all the award shows, etc. these days. You see her all the time. Her achievements are truly off the chart. She's just unbelievable person and so charismatic and charming. As opposed to Leonard, who would be preaching to anybody. Oprah is sort of like, well, I've been doing it since grade 3 in Miss Travis class, and I'd be telling my classmates, what they should give money to and what they, should be supporting, etc. doing. She said she remembers standing up in a church in Mississippi, where she's from, before she left for the scary North for a job in a television station in Baltimore, and saying, this classic Oprah line that she was, before she was Oprah trademark. I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future.
So going a little deeper into the cultural influences. So culture is something I sort of explained earlier, that it's very vast and expanding, and the definition of culture, I think, is really pushing it to past ethnicity, to really take into account the various factors in our lives. And so a lot of times, I know some people look at themselves and go, oh, I don't have any culture. They don't see themselves, but, I think to really take into perspective a unique individual, you need to look at all these other different factors. So besides ethnic background, I touched on religion, gender, sexual orientation, your family, your age, your socioeconomic status. Those are all cultural influences that may or may not have a significant impact on an individual.
I'll try to explain to you how we work in Holland with qualities, the way we work with them. And what I'm going to tell you about is a model that was not created by myself, but it's used in a lot of schools in Holland and in a lot of workshops. And from the moment that the book, can you click, Dick? Okay. This book, Daniel Hoffman, was released in the 90s in Holland, and it was a blast. It was a bestseller, and ever since he released his views on qualities and pitfalls and his core quality quadrants, we've all been working with that. The thing you wrote down might be the way to start. And maybe some confident persons in here will say, well, I know what my quality is. Okay, well, good, congratulations, start there. And then find out what the distortion of your quality might be. Okay? So, let's see. This is what we've been doing: adaptability to yielding, firmness to rigidity. And as you can see, it's 2 qualities and 2 pitfalls. And you will get the handouts, my co-workers will hand it out, so you can work with it.
To miss out. I just love being everywhere with everybody. And everybody gets upset with me for being everywhere with everybody. Being late? Being late?
Okay, so you see the problem, because the client, thank you for sharing, the client gets into all kinds of stories, and you have to bring it back to behavior or bring it back to attributes, which is hard because she'll think of more things that people will say to her. Yeah, I'm being late and I'm everywhere, I'm scattered all over the place. Okay, now let's go back to qualities and overdrive of that quality, which is pretty difficult because we have a confused lady. The only clear thing is the irritant, which is controlling, but you know, I'm starting to get a little curious what controlling means to her, because here we all think we know what controlling means, but it's really a container word, isn't it? Using drama and dialogue and kind of enacting the quadrant gives you a deeper understanding of how it works. It's about quality and just kind of ease into it. Yeah, really. So it's about quality, it's about excellence, it's about high quality, about doing the best you can.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's not doing the best he can.
Yeah.
He's not doing his best.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Yeah. You care.
Yes.
You care about the quality.
Yes.
And you do the best you can.
Because that's a reflection of our organization. Yes.
Okay, you feel responsible.
Yes,
Wow.
I feel responsible. I feel like that's a reflection on me as the leader of the organization. Wait, I'm the quality.
That you feel like you're responsible for everything, that you have to have perfection in what you put out to the public or to your stakeholders. You feel like you have to control it all, because if not, it won't be perfect. And it's very stressful and overwhelming sometimes. So, yeah.
If you stay in the quality, you know, you can talk to me. So this is for the facilitator side of it. My instruction was incomplete. I should say, talk in the eye. Stop talking.
Okay.
I'm your quality. I have a high standards, and I want good quality, and I want to have the best work possible, and they put a lot of work in it, and I enjoy good results.
After attending many workshops so far, it is a relief to have one where we can come in and smile and laugh so much. And it is very, very easy to listen to your speakers. So I thank her for that, and I already bought the app.
So I thought it was a very useful tool that I've learned. Some people at our table mentioned that it is the first good workshop at the whole conference, which I have to agree with. It was concise, it was clear, there were examples, there was theory, there were examples given by the presenter, by the facilitator, as well as in the group. It is something that I can use personally, not only for myself, which is really interesting, and I think promotes growth for us individually. I'm working in an intercultural field, and I think what happens in a lot of cases is that certain things, you know, we don't like that are based in culture. It's a good way to start the discussion by using that quadrant as well to do some teaching in the intercultural field. So thanks very much.
Dinsdag hebben we bij iets met family cultures gezeten en hoe belangrijke cultuur eigenlijk, wanneer je zo hoe verschillend dat kan zijn. En dat was best wel interessant. Ze deed het ook leuk. Ze deed ook gewoon presenteren en een blaadje uitdelen en dat we zelf wat moesten doen. En dat was echt de eerste keer dat wij dat hadden.
Dat we echt dachten, dit is een interactieve workshop.
Ja, dus daar hadden we wat aan.
En toen de tweede workshop, nou dat was echt een verkooppraatje. Het heette Mind the Gap en we dachten echt, nou dan krijgen we tips over hoe je, want het ging over hoe je dan van school af dat gat kon mijden van school naar werkervaring. Nou, dat ging gewoon eigenlijk over een school die werkte met stages. Dus we hadden zoiets van, oké, dat kennen wij al in Nederland. En ja, het was echt een verkooppraatje voor die school, dus dat was een beetje minder.
En toen 's middags hebben we 2 workshops bijgewoond van Betty.
Die Betty gegeven had.
En de eerste workshop zat echt helemaal vol.
Ja,
en
was echt super druk.
Echt super leuk. Dus ik vond het allemaal heel interessant. Maar
het ging over de kernkwadranten.
Toen bij de tweede, toen was het wat minder druk. En mensen hadden gezegd van ik kom terug. Maar ze kwamen uiteindelijk toch niet terug. Waarschijnlijk omdat er was iemand in de eerste workshop die emotioneel werd. En daar schrikken mensen dan vanaf hier. Dus ja, dat was wel jammer. Maar we hebben toen uiteindelijk gewoon met een hele grote groep hebben we de tweede workshop